We'll just test the sound. Evening, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Even Dave, can you hear me? So gradually getting towards the non-lockdown period. So that picture that you can see, hopefully we'll be bustling once again with at least 10 people, which is about normal for a nighttime, apart from quiz nights, of course. Well, Mike's quiz nights, mine, nobody ever turned up, so it's fine. But I understand. You can't help it if Northerners are more popular than Southerners. Actually, they just go because they have to have a translator with them, really. Evening, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Who we got? We got everybody. Andy, Viv and Julian not joining us. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So looks like we've got everybody then. Where are we? Yeah, well, don't think there's anyone else left, is there? Linda, evening from Mike. Yeah, thanks, Linda. He is awake then, after all his exertions of going out every day. Right. Okay. Okay, folks. Let's get going. I'm sure you're all ready. Nice and easy start, as usual. Nice easy question. Get you all warmed up. What was the name? Question 1. What was the name of the pink hippopotamus featured in the TV program Rainbow? So what was the name of the pink hippopotamus featured in the TV program Rainbow? Just strip it off for you. Don't worry, it's as far as it goes. Question number 2. What type of pastry is generally used to make a beef Wellington? Yeah, we're giving you a nice easy start this week. So what type of pastry is generally used to make a beef Wellington? Or a finger pie, Dave? That's assuming you have a pastry on the top of a finger pie. Question number 3. In Grand Prix racing, what colour flag signifies slow down, danger ahead? So question 3. In Grand Prix racing, what colour flag signifies slow down, danger ahead? Question number 4. What is the medical term for a weakening of an artery wall creating a bulge in the artery? So question 4, what is the medical term for a weakening of an artery wall creating a bulge in the artery? And I'm not looking for blood clot. So just as though all those who've written down blood clot, that's not the answer. Question number 5. Grenadine is obtained from which fruit? So grenadine is obtained from which fruit? Sorry. Question number 6. In which African country would you find the Serengeti National Park? In which African country would you find the Serengeti National Park? Question number 7. What children's playhouse is named after a character in Peter Pan? So what children's playhouse is named after a character in Peter Pan? Sorry, the black and white furry thing's just turned up. It's called a cat, I think. Question number 8. Sorry, I got a tickle tonight. COVID. Yeah, you're all safe, don't worry. Question 8. Who was the presenter of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when it returned to our screens in 2018? So who is the presenter of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when it returned to our screens in 2018? Question number 9. Which group had a hit in the 1970s with Tiger Feet? Which group had a hit in the 1970s with Tiger Feet? That's right. Cheers. Water tonight, boys. And girls and ladies and gents and whoever else is left. And finally, question 10 in this round. Which town in Staffordshire shares its name with a vegetable? So which town in Staffordshire shares its name with a vegetable? I'm not allowed to put Phil. It's not fair. Right. See if this works. Yay. Okay. So, recap time. What was the name of the pink hippopotamus featured in the TV program Rainbow? 2. What type of pastry is generally used to make a beef Wellington? 3. In Grand Prix racing, what colour flag signifies slow down, danger ahead? 4. What is the medical term for a weakening of an artery wall creating a bulge in the artery? And I said it's not a blood clot. Grenadine is obtained from which fruit? That's question 5. In which African country would you find the Serengeti National Park? 7. What children's playhouse is named after a character in Peter Pan? 8. Who was the presenter of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when it returned to our screens in 2018? 9. Which group had a hit in 1970s with Tiger Feet? And 10. Which town in Staffordshire shares its name with a vegetable? I'll give you a normal minute or so. As usual, we have our wonderful scorer here tonight, who's giving you a virtual wave like that and says hello everybody. Welcome to the madhouse. See my hair starting to grow. Only takes a week or so. Right, okay, answer time. Enough of this. Take those off. Put those up. So, what's the name of the pink hippopotamus? It calls George. Type of pastry on a beef Wellington is puff pastry. In Grand Prix racing, slow down, danger ahead is signified with a yellow flag. The medical term for a weakening of artery causing a bulge in the artery is an aneurysm. God knows whether it's spelt right or not. It looks roughly right. Grenadine is obtained from the pomegranate. African country, would you find the Serengeti National Park? That's Tanzania, spelt Tanzania. 7. What children's playhouse is named character in Peter Pan? Well, that's a Wendy house. Jeremy Clarkson was the presenter who wants to be a millionaire and obviously still doing it at present. Group had a hit in the 1970s with Tiger Feet was, of course, Mud. And in Staffordshire, the name Its name with a vegetable is Leek. Sheffield, a Staffordshire town, shares its name with a vegetable is Leek. Do your normal, ping them through, and it's ready and waiting. No, it's already started, so you're much quicker than I am. Hopefully a nice easy start. Let's get rid of round 1 questions. Who did? Andy, well done, Andy. 4 marks, that's what we like to hear. Good man. So expecting full house of 50 tonight then. See if anyone can do it. If I have, I've set the quiz wrong, but no. Okay, let's get rid of these.
Did Julian sign?
No, Julian's not playing.
Okay.
No Julian and Viv tonight, according to Andy. So we've got Steve and Viv, as opposed to Julian and Viv. Assume it's different Vivs. Right, okay. Round 2, still on general knowledge, but it's an alphabet round. So basically, what happens is if the first question, the answer begins with a B, the second answer will begin with a C, the third answer will begin with a D. So they will all follow on. So whatever your first answer is, then the next one will start with the next letter of the alphabet, and so on, right the way down. So, question number 1. Which semicircular instrument is used for measuring angles? Go back to your school days. That semicircular instrument you used to have made of plastic with all those angles on it. What was it called? So, question 1. Which semicircular instrument is used for measuring angles? So whatever your answer there is, your next answer will start with the next letter of the alphabet. So, question number 2. By what name is calcium oxide otherwise known? Quite a tough question, but hopefully some of you might know it. Question 2. By what name is calcium oxide otherwise known? I think this is a much harder round than the last one, but we'll see. But hopefully it gives you a clue if you've got the right letter to start with. Question number 3. What is the surname of Sigourney Weaver's character in the Alien films? So hopefully you've got the first letter, so it might give you a bit of a clue. So what is the surname of Sigourney Weaver's character in the Alien films? Question number 4. Which is the world's oldest auctioneers? Which is the world's oldest auctioneers? Question 5, it's probably a bit of a minority sport, but question number 5, in which sporting activity would you perform a Randolph? So it's not a normal something that we come across, but I'm here to test you tonight. But hopefully again you've got the first letter, so whatever letter that is, you've got to start. Question number 6. Name the actress who played the daughter of Alf Garnett. Name the actress who played the daughter of Alf Garnett. He's been in lots of other stuff. What's that? Anne's smiling, so there must be some
Okay, he's saying the oldest auctioneers is Marcus and Spencerus.
Marcus and Spencer's. Oh dear. He's been on the Estrella Dam and the wine by the sound of it. Or the San Miguel. Always there, ready for a quip. Question number 7. What name is given to an air-free space? Short question, but what name is given to an air-free space? Question number 8. What bird was featured on a farthing? What bird was featured on a farthing? Now, Scott, farthings. They were pre-decimal, and you're going to tell me you wasn't born then. But there was a bird on it. And it began with the letter whatever you got. Question number 9. What name is given to a morbid fear of foreigners? And it is a phobia. Has a few letters in front of it. But what name is given to a morbid fear of foreigners? And finally, number 10. What song was a #1 hit for the pop group Christie? Also something named after somewhere down in China, I think. So yeah. So question 10, what was the #1 hit for the pop group Christie? As I say, something down in China, beginning with the letter whatever. Okay, so it's quite a tough round, but I thought I'd put it in anyway because you're all very intelligent people and I like testing you sometimes. So here we go then. Round 2, no answers. Now remember, whatever the first letter is, it's an alphabet. So question 1 was, which semicircular instrument is used for measuring angles? By what name is calcium oxide otherwise known? What is the name of Sigourney Weaver's character in the Alien films? What is the world's oldest auctioneers? In which sporting activity would you perform a Randolph? I nearly said it then. That would have been good. For all those who haven't got it. Number 6. Name the actress who played the daughter of Alf Garnett. What name is given to an air-free space? 8. What bird featured on a farthing? What name is given to a morbid fear of foreigners, and it is a phobia? And 10. What song was a #1 hit for the group Christie? Way back in the 70s, I think, Dave. Don't think it was. So I'll give you a minute to change your answers, but so hopefully a little bit more interesting than just reading you out 10 questions, making you think a bit more. And if anyone's performed the Randolph, I'll be very pleased to see it. On the basis, I don't know what it is, but I know what sport it's in. All right. Okay. So, okay, let's not dwell any longer. Let's give you some answers. Round 2. Here we go then. So where we should have started. So question 1 was, which semicircular instrument is used for measuring angles? That was a protractor. So the next letter, so it was P, then the next one began with Q. So by what name is calcium oxide otherwise known? It's quicklime.
Dave thought it was the last letter of the previous question.
No, I didn't say that. Do you want to look? I put all the answers up now, Dave. Do you want me to take the answers off before you read them? No, it's an alphabet. There, Dave, look, I'll put them up again for you before you've read all the answers. So now you know the first one begins with P and the second one begins with Q. And so on we go. It's too late. Okay. We just score you 0. Keep off the San Miguel. What name is Sigourney's weird character in the Alien films? That's Ripley. The world's oldest auctioneers is Sotheby's. You will perform a Randolph in trampolining. The name of the daughter who played Alf Garnett was Una Stubbs. What name is given to an air through space? It's vacuum. What bird is featured on a farthing is a wren. The morbid fear of foreigners is xenophobia. And Yellow River was the hit for pop group Christie. To give you a clue, there was something down in China. Third longest river in China, I believe, or second longest, I can't remember. Longest river. Yeah, no, Yangtze is the longest, isn't it? So hopefully a little bit different. Yeah, we're starting to, right. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these picture things. Get rid of that. That's in the background.
I'm waiting for
Bernie. Oh, sorry, Bernie's. That will be coming through in a minute. He's there. Right. Okay. Pictures. Now, the pictures are of 10 peers, spelt P-I-E-R. Yeah, P-I-E-R-S, not peers as in personal peers. The name. So anyway, so the pictures are 10 peers, and underneath I have put the county that they're in, but I want to know which town or city they're in. So if I take me off, put up pictures, I'm hoping that you can see them all okay. They're quite small, but I do have to cram them into one screen. So there we have. So I'll read out. So the first one is in Sussex. The second one's in Merseyside. The third one's in Somerset. The fourth one is I've just put in Wales. Fifth one is in Sussex. The sixth one is in Lincolnshire. Sorry, I had trouble reading them because they're quite small, obviously. The seventh one's in Somerset. The eighth one's in Essex. The ninth one is in Dorset. And the last one, sorry, I think 6 is in Lancashire and 10 is in Lincolnshire. Let's have a look on the tally. Yeah, so if you've got them on the tally, you can see them. Now they're both in Lancashire. Right. I have a feeling that one of those is wrong. Right, Pete, so I have a feeling that one of 9, 6 or 10 is wrong. It wouldn't be the same if I didn't get one. So just bear with me a minute. Right, number 10 should be Lincolnshire, not Lancashire. All right. So number 10 is Lincolnshire, not Lancashire. 6 is Lancashire. 10 is Lincolnshire. So the last one's Lincolnshire. Give you 5 minutes or so on those. So Sussex, Merseyside, Somerset, Wales, Sussex, Lincolnshire, Somerset, Essex, Dorset, and Lincolnshire. Now I'll shut up. Couple more minutes on these. There's only 10 of them, so you've all had a you all have had a couple a guess, but yeah, 2 more minutes and we'll give you some answers. I know they're not easy because they're quite small pictures, but Yeah, it's upside down. That's where you get from copying pictures from Word to Publisher, because you can't. The system I use will not take Word, so when I transfer them, sometimes they do twist around. I don't always notice it. Yeah, it's good being upside down, isn't it? Perhaps it's in Sussex, Australia. Come on, it wouldn't be the same if I didn't make some mistakes. You wouldn't have anything to talk about. Right. Okay. I think you probably all had enough of those. Yeah, this was one of them I was supposed to be doing. I'd done these for. I put the club on a Tuesday night before we went into lockdown, so I found it, and so I thought I'd give it to you lot. Unlucky, you're the guinea pigs. Right. Okay then. Have some answers for you now. There we go. So the first one is Eastbourne, second one's Southport, third one's Clevedon. I know you're all going to say it's not in Somerset, but it is. It's classed as Somerset. Llandudno is the one in Wales. 5 is Brighton. 6 is Blackpool. 7's Weston-super-Mare. 8 is Southend, obviously the longest pier in the country at 1.25 miles or whatever it is. 9 is Bournemouth, and 10 is Cleethorpes. Good old Cleethorpes. If you did well on those, congratulations. But
George said she had to stand on her head for number 5.
just got an Australian. You know, the Australians, they would have known. They could have turned them. They'd have been upside down living here. It's upside down. It should sink, shouldn't it? Really, I suppose. Should be underwater. Oh, dear. It's all good fun. What's that?
Scott's got 3. He said, please don't do that round again.
Hey! All right, then, Scott. You just have to guess. But I hope you guess them in the right order. That's what you get from the bank holiday weekend, and find your pictures from last night. It's been lazy, not doing anything until last night on that. No pictures, right? Okay, let's get rid of these. Put me back up if you really want to see me.
Bernie is the best one on here.
Well, I'm Bernie. See, spread it around. Spread the love. Oh dear, going delirious now. I can't even find a bit to take down. Hold on. Around, all right? Are you listening carefully while you're eating your finger pie and drinking your beer? All of the answers contain a job in their name. In the name. Most of them are people, I think, but there may be the odd one that isn't. But all of them contain a job. So it makes it even easier for you, doesn't it? You'll soon get it after question 1. Question number 1. Which comedian had the catchphrase just like that? So which comedian had the catchphrase just like that? Question number 2. Who patented the world's first sewing machine? And I'll be kind, I'll just take his surname. I wouldn't expect you to know his first name because I didn't, so therefore just the surname. So who patented the world's first sewing machine?
Dave's just got his message with down, why don't you, you bastard?
What was that? What message?
He said, kick a man when he's down, why don't you, you bastard?
Oh, I see. Do you want me to show that message, Dave? Seeing as Anne's probably just read it out. I have a choice of show or hide. Show or hide. Oh, God. I'll show it. I'll show it. There you go. Oh, lost you. Where are we? Here we go. Sorry. So question number 2. Question number 3. With what name was Marilyn Monroe born? So what was her name at birth? So with what name was Marilyn Monroe born? Again, it's a profession. Gives you a clue. Question number 4. Who was the Foreign Secretary in Tony Blair's first cabinet? Who was the Foreign Secretary in Tony Blair's first cabinet? Question number 5. Which playwright wrote The Crucible? Question number 5. Which playwright wrote The Crucible? Question number 6. Which female singer, part of a famous duo, died on the 4th of February 1983, aged just 32? So which female singer, part of a famous duo, died on the 4th of February 1983, aged just 32? Absolute waste. Question number 7. The Fighting Temeraire was painted by whom? The Fighting Temeraire was painted by whom? Question number 8. Who was Red Rum's Grand National jockey for the first 2 wins? Tommy Stack rode it the 3rd time when it won. But who was Red Rum's Grand National jockey for the first 2 wins? Remember, it was a profession, so you can have a guess if you don't know. Question number 9. Who is a character played by Pam St Clement in EastEnders? Who was the character played by Pam St Clement in EastEnders? And question number 10. What was a 1976 Martin Scorsese film starring Robert De Niro? So what was a 1976 Martin Scorsese film starring Robert De Niro? Profession. Okay. Where are we? Lost round 3. Bing. Oh yeah, round 4. Sorry, don't worry. I don't know what round I'm on. Just try and read the questions. So question 1. Which comedian had a catchphrase just like that? Who painted the world's first sewing machine? I'll take just the surname. What's the name with Marilyn Monroe was born with? Who was the Foreign Secretary in Tony Blair's first cabinet? 5. Which playwright wrote The Crucible? 6. Which female singer, part of a famous duo, died on 4th February 1983, aged 32? 7. The Fighting Temeraire was painted by whom? Question 8. Who was Red Rum's Grand National jockey for the first 2 wins? 9. Character played by Pam St Clement in EastEnders. And question 10. What was the 1976 Martin Scorsese film starring Robert De Niro? What was the name of a profession? So, give you a little while before I give you the answers. I mean, if you got the professions, I suppose you'll have a point, even if you don't get their first name right. But it's all a bit of fun. Serious fun. All right then, answer time. Let's go. Round 3, 4. Sorry, I numbered. Sorry, Anne keeps correcting me, but I don't count the pictures as a round on it, so I'm reading numbers that I've got on the screen. So just ignore me. This is round 4. Any answers? Right. Okay. So which comedian had a phrase just like that? Was Tommy Cooper, obviously made of barrels. Who painted the world's first sewing machine? It was Isaac Singer, but Singer will do. Marilyn Monroe was born Norma Jean Baker. The Foreign Secretary in Tony Blair's first cabinet was Robin Cook. The playwright who wrote The Crucible was Arthur Miller. It was Karen Carpenter, who died at age 32 in 1983. The Fighting Temeraire was painted by J.M.W. Turner. The Grand National jockey for his first 2 wins was Brian Fletcher, maker of arrows. Character played by Pam St Clement in EastEnders was Pat Butcher. And the film that Robert De Niro starred in 1976 was Taxi Driver. So, ping your answers through as usual. And he's poised. God, we're wrapping through tonight. Coming up to our final round. That's also, you can get on and watch Beat the Chaser or football or just get drunk. So we're just going to head on with round 5, or on my sheet round 4. I just confuse people. It's best. Right, all the scores going through. Assume everyone's through. Where are we? Yeah, let's get going with our final round tonight. Nice and easy start again. I always say that. But by what name was the triple jump in athletics previously known? It's quite straightforward, really. Someone decided to call it a triple jump after shortening it a little bit. So by what name was the triple jump in athletics previously known? Exactly what you did. Question number 2. Who was the King of England at the time of the Great Fire of London? Who was the King of England at the time of the Great Fire of London? Back in 1666 in Pudding Lane. I was there. It's my fault. Question number 3. Where in the human body are the lacrimal glands? L-A-C-H-R-Y-M-A-L. So where in the human body are the lacrimal glands? Question number 4. The TV sitcom Rock and Chips was a prequel to which other successful sitcom? So the TV sitcom Rock and Chips was a prequel to which other successful sitcom? I think I only ran about 3 episodes of it, but it was prequel to a good sitcom. Question number 5. In which Dickens novel does Mr. Micawber appear? In which Dickens novel does Mr. Micawber appear? Question number 6. What is the name of the island where King Kong was found? What is the name of the island where King Kong was found? Question number 7. Which element has a name meaning the sun in Greek? This is terrible tonight. Which element has a name meaning the sun in Greek? Question number 8. Which police song went to number 1 first? Was it Walking on the Moon or Message in a Bottle? So question 8, which police song went to number 1 first? Was it Walking on the Moon or Message in a Bottle? Question number 9. In which city was the Full Monty set? Question number 9. In which city was the Full Monty set? Finally, nice easy question to finish with tonight. Which German wine shares its name with a joint of ham? So which German wine shares its name with a joint of ham? Nice and straightforward. Hopefully the last round has not been too bad. So here we go. So question 1. By what name was the triple jump in athletics previously known? Quite straightforward. Question 2. Who was the King of England at the time of the Great Fire of London? Question 3. Where in the human body are the lacrimal glands? 4. The TV sitcom Rock and Chips was a prequel to which other successful sitcom? 5. In which Dickens novel does Mr. Micawber appear? 6. What is the name of the island where King Kong was found? 7. Which element has a name meaning the sun in Greek? 8. Which police song went to number 1 first? Was it Walking on the Moon or Message in a Bottle? 9. In which city was the Full Monty set? And finally, number 10 tonight, which German wine shares its name with a joint of ham? So nice and straightforward. Should have got a few of those right. Even I knew some of those. Not all of them, but a few. So, give me another few seconds before I choke on my water again. Right. Okay then. let's go. Answer time for the last round tonight. So the triple jump was quite simply known as the hop, step and jump before it became the triple jump. Charles II was the King of England at the time of the Great Fire in London. You'll find the lacrimal glands in your eyes. Yes. Rock and Chips was a prequel to Only Fools and Horses. Mr. Micawber appears in David Copperfield. King Kong was found at Skull Island. Which element has a name meaning the sun in Greek? That's helium. The first police song that went to #1 was Message in a Bottle. It was only a few months apart, but it was Message in a Bottle. The Full Monty was set in Sheffield. And of course, German wine shares a name with giant ham is Hock. And prepared for the onslaught for the last time tonight. And I will, for you lot, take that off. Answers are pinging through, no doubt. Let's take that down. Answers are on their way through, so we'll do that. And as by magic, here I am in full Technicolor. Not you rented out, I'm sure, but I am in my full glory. Right, okay, peeps. Just to let you know that next week will be the last of the current run. We're actually away for a week on the starting the 17th. We're in darkest depths of not the forest. I was going to say Dave's country, Wales, but no, he comes from the forest. He keeps reminding me. So we're actually away in Wales, and so we're not going to be doing a quiz week commencing the 17th. And then hopefully we might be starting back on the quizzes back up the club. I don't know yet. Michael and whatever will confirm that. So next Tuesday will be the last one in the series. If things don't start up on a Tuesday night for quiz nights in the club, then obviously we'll reconvene. I don't mind doing them. That's not a problem. But as I say, we're not around on the 17th, so it seems easy. We've had best part of a year of it, so haven't had a bad run. We've had pretty much 5 months on this one, so just thought I'd give you that wonderful news that you'll get your Tuesday nights back, or not, as the case may be. You can, hopefully we'll all be at the club from the 17th. I know we're away that week, but obviously if you can have 6 round the table, then the quizzes can run, as far as I know. Just needs organising and a bit of advertising probably to get a few people back in, but I'm sure we can spread the word. I'm sure, like Andy will probably be back on, I don't know what he's doing on, where you're going to be working on Tuesday nights, but I thought I'd pass that message on to you. And he's doing the bit. Oh, the scores are on the doors. Look at this. We're getting ultra efficient. Look. Oh, turn the light on. I can read them now. Okay. So in last place with a wonderful score of 32 points, we have Jill and Scott. Well done, Scott. Yeah, great pictures round. That's how the mighty fall from winners to last. It's so equal, this quiz. That's all I can say. In 7th place, we had Dave with 33 points, who didn't understand my instructions, but then that's normal. In 6th place, we had Chris with 34 points. In 5th place with 36 points, we had Mick and Pauline. In joint 3rd place with 39 points, we had Steve and Viv and Linda and Mike. And we had joint winners tonight with 40 points, Andy and Bernie. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much. As I say, we'll see you all next week. Yeah, see you next week. So yeah, I say it may not have ended yet. As I say, if we can't get the quizzes running up the club, then I'm quite happy to keep them going. But we'll just have to wait and see. But it'd be nice to see everybody up there, and great to be back into seeing people in rather than me talking to pretty much a television screen. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good week, and I will see you next week, and we'll see how things go. Take care, everybody, and good night from me, and good night from Anne. Anne might even make a cameo appearance next week. She might even wave, do the royal wave. So, Huckle Coat opening this Friday between 5:30 and 10 outside. Okay. Is it table booking, or is it just turn up and hopefully everything will be all right? I know when I spoke to Rob Scott that he was hoping, he just wanted to get things running a little while before he started doing the quiz, and that was Mary's just asked for a couple of weeks, I think, just to get things back to some sort of normality. Okay, well, that might be a possibility, and pop over for a pint if it's a nice evening. Yeah, be good to see a few people. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. I'm now going to sign off and say goodnight to you all, and I'll shut up. Goodbye. See you next week.